Shalom Aleichem, everybody. Hope all is well. Today we're going to be getting into some Tanya, and this was actually yesterday's daily portion of Tanya. Tanya is divided into, there's a different portion for every day of the year, so a person can finish the entire book within the year. Very deep secrets of the Torah can be found in the book of Tanya. So yesterday's was an unbelievable chapter, and let's get right into it. It's talking about the different levels of love for Hashem. We're talking about how to arouse the deepest levels of love for Hashem, level of Ahava Rabbah, an abundant love, so to speak, that we can arouse for Hashem. The lower level of love is aroused by contemplating Hashem's greatness and meditating. As you know, the intellect has a great power to activate and arouse the emotions, because the emotions are basically an extension of the intellect. They are basically they're the product of the intellect. So when you understand something and it seems good to you, and you recognize and you appreciate intellectually how something is good for you, then it arouses an emotion and you feel a love for whatever this may be. Mizat Hashem, for Hashem. So, but this is a lower level of love. Then there's an even higher level of love, that the heart itself is opened up and you feel a tremendous love and fear of Hashem, and you don't even have to think about it. It's just in and of itself such a high level of being that the heart is aroused. So let's get right into it. So there's this, the Alter Rebbe is now talking about how in the Torah, Yaakov Avinu, when he first meets Rachel, he starts crying, he starts weeping. And why is he weeping? He's saying because Rachel represents Malchus of Atzilus. Rachel, Imenu, our mother Rachel, represents the level of Malchus of Atzilus. It is the lowest, so to speak, sphera of the world of Atzilus. The world of Atzilus is the highest of the four general worlds. It's a world, so to speak, a pure world of godly revelation. Even the spheros, everything there is of godly revelation. It's such a high level of divine revelation in this world that all of the entities don't feel their own presence. So the level of Malchus is the lowest of each world. Each world has the 10 general spheres, and in each world, the lowest part of that world is Malchus, which contracts and reveals downwards from what is above down below. So the level of Malchus reveals to the worlds below it, and Rachel Imenu represents Malchus of Atzilus. Why? Because she also is the mother of all the souls of Israel. She gives birth to all of Israel. So what does this mean, that she gives birth to Israel? Since she's the mother and all Israel descends from her, she within her is included within her, integrated within her is every soul. And just like Malchus gives birth to the worlds, it comes out of Malchus is the lower world, so too Rachel gives birth to all of our nation. And Yaakov, who is the level of Tiferes. What did we say? There's Tiferes. Tiferes is the balance of Chesed, Gevura, and Tiferes. Avram was to the side of Chesed. He was extremely to the side of Chesed. Yitzchak, Avram's son, was to the side of Gevura, and Yaakov is the combination of both, and he's Tiferes, which means in harmony and beauty. Yaakov is the balance, and in a way, he's at the highest level. That's why the nation of Israel comes from Yaakov. As you know, Yaakov's name is also Israel, and we're called Israel, because he was the most complete. He took things to even greater heights. He took God's revelation to even greater heights than his father and grandfather. Of course, it was all through the help of his father and grandfather, but he's an even more developed stage of this nation. So what happens? Yaakov represents mercy. Tiferes represents mercy. When someone is able to connect to this level of Tiferes, the perfect combination of kindness and strictness, we can't be too kind, but we also can't be too strict in our lives. We have to have a balance, and when we have a balance, we draw down mercy upon us. So Yaakov is this level of mercy. What does he do? He cries to Hashem. He cries to Hashem and rains down mercy upon us, so to speak. He draws down Shefa, he draws down influence of mercy from Hashem. Because Hashem is called the merciful Father, Av HaRachamim. We call Hashem Av HaRachamim, which means the Father of mercy, merciful Father. It's no secret that Hashem is merciful. He's also called the merciful one. In the Gemara. And when Yaakov sees Rachel and he cries, and through this cry he draws down Hashem's mercy upon Rachel. But what does the Alter Rebbe say? Because Rachel's the mother of all of Israel and she's considered the source of all of Israel, So by him crying, he's really drawing down mercy on all of the nation of Israel. Every descendant who's a part of this nation, because they're all included within Rachel. So he's crying and he's drawing down levels of mercy upon us. So he's able to cry, he's able to reach up these very high levels. He's reaching the 13 attributes of Hashem's mercy, which we say these 13 attributes of Hashem's mercy, that when Moshe Rabbeinu was trying to draw down mercy upon us, what did he do? He said a certain verse that we say twice a day in prayer, if we're with a minyan, and if it's a day of Tachnun, we say Hashem's attributes of mercy. And when Moshe said these levels, Hashem was not forgiving our nation until Moshe said this verse, that it was like the key to the safe code, that click, it activated Hashem's mercy and rained down and brought upon us mercy from Hashem himself, above the world of Atzilus, far beyond. So as we said, Rachel connects to this level of the kingship of the world of Atzilus. Yaakov is able to draw down levels from even above the world of Atzilus onto Rachel and down to us. That we say the world of Atzilus, it has aspects of it that is infinite and aspects that are finite. It's an infinite world, but it's through the lens of finitude. So it's the intermediary between the infinite and the finite. So that's where Rachel's is corresponds to. And Yaakov is able to draw down upon her light from above, from Or Ein Sof, from Hashem himself, far beyond the world of Atzilus. The world of Atzilus, we can't even imagine. This world is infinitely more divine. More divinity is revealed in those worlds. Hashem's presence is felt infinitely more than this world. But yet, still, compared to Hashem himself, that world is inexistent in comparison to Hashem. It has nothing. It has no value. It is immeasurable to Hashem himself. But yet, Yaakov is able to draw upon Rachel this level of Hashem, the light of Hashem himself, this level from Hashem himself, higher than any world. And through this, he brings, this is such a beautiful part. Through this, he's able to bring us out and allow us to integrate with Hashem himself. And through that, he causes Bechinas Neshikin, he causes us to receive kisses from Hashem. This is such a beautiful idea. Could you think of that? That it's not a physical thing that we can imagine, but it's even greater. It's the most beautiful thing. Yaakov, Avinu, Jacob, our forefathers, able to draw upon us kisses from Hashem. Because of his service of Hashem, he served Hashem in such a high manner, in such a deep way, such a successful way that he was able to serve the Creator. He's able to draw upon us kisses from the Creator. May we receive that in a revealed way right now. And Hashem's spirit to spirit, Hashem breathes into us, so to speak, that our neshama is really, our soul is really a part of Hashem. And when we're able to connect to Hashem at that level, we become one with Him to the point where we embrace the Creator, in a spiritual embrace. When we're learning Torah, that's what he's going to go on to say. That when we're learning the laws of Hashem with our brains, with our minds, with our words, we're speaking words of Torah. Hashem is filling our minds, filling our mouth, and we're literally embracing Him. He's encompassing us, and we're becoming filled with Him at the same time. Like, when we think about it, the Torah is all one with Hashem, and it's going into our minds and into our bodies and our mouths. Our lips are speaking words of Torah. So when we do, sorry, Hashem, it's a blessing. So when we're able to fill our minds with Torah and learn Torah and speak words of Torah, then we're literally embracing Hashem, because our bodies are neutral in the sense where we could use our bodies to sin, God forbid, and we have the choice to sin, God forbid, but we're also able to use our bodies for holiness, and we're able to fill our bodies and do positive mitzvahs that we're only able to do because of our bodies. So that is very dear to Hashem, that when we use something that is neutral, when we use our free will and we choose good, that's very dear to Hashem. And it says it's like an embrace. It's like Hashem is hugging us, kissing us when we're learning Torah. And doing mitzvahs, of course. And this connects to Hashem's right arm. And this connects to giving charity and doing good deeds. And this is literally a hug from Hashem. As is written in the verse, and with my right hand I shall embrace you. With Hashem's right hand, He embraces us. And this means with His kindness. When we learn Torah, His kindness comes upon us and He embraces us. With serving Hashem, learning Torah, with our thoughts and with our minds, and with our speech. That in this level it says Yaakov brings down, redeems Avram. Yaakov redeemed Avram. That as great as the heights that Avram was at, Yaakov takes it to an even higher level of revelation. What Avram was able to accomplish and what Yitzhak were able to accomplish, they took things to unimaginable heights, and yet Yaakov is able to bring down an even greater revelation. And through this, we're able to reach the level of love that we started this video talking about, the level of Ahava Rabbah. And when we speak about this level of Ahava Rabbah, then we'll merit to when we practice what we're speaking about. What's the main thing? How do we come to this level of Ahava Rabbah? It's simple. When we learn Torah, we have in mind that we're doing this for Hashem, and we're actually engaging we're engaging right now in an embrace with the Creator, in a kiss, a hug and a kiss with Hashem Himself, through learning Torah, through speaking words of Torah and doing mitzvahs. We're literally embracing Hashem. And when we have that kavanah, when we have that mindset, that proper focus, when we're learning, and we're doing it for that purpose, to make Hashem happy and to embrace Him, we will activate a level of love for Hashem that we've never come across ever before, and it will bring things to an even greater level that we never thought possible. Just having this mindset that when I'm serving Hashem right now, I'm really embracing Him. When we do that, we'll be able to bring down levels that we've never thought were possible in our daily experience of our service to the Creator. We will merit to have the coming Mashiach and to be redeemed immediately. So may Hashem bless you. Please share this message with others. Please help spread the Torah, and thank you all for all your support. May the Creator bless you.